is good? Welcome back to the channel. So, this one I've been thinking about in my subconscious for the past good several months. And I've actually never thought to bring it to light until today. And today, I didn't expect it to happen. Like, I was listening to Aaron Clarey before, and he brought it up. And then he's like, well, you got to be responsible and you got to be able to care about the child, right? So I was like, yeah, that's definitely a good point, And then today I was talking to a couple. I know them pretty close. I've seen their journey, right? And then the wife or the baby mama was like, when are you gonna have kids? And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, I was not expecting to have that question asked. And the thing is, I knew their situation, so I didn't want to say anything. But I just said, I didn't want to go too deep into it, you know what I mean? Because us intuitive people, we can, oh, do you really want to, you really want to go through the whole, you know what I mean? So I gave him the simple answer. I told her, I was like, when it's time, no one can argue with that. But what I really wanted to say was, well, when am I going to find the woman that matches the standards that's going to bear our children, right? Because it's not just mine, it's both of ours. And that's what the topic of this video is about. How to anticipate being a parent or parenthood, right? And a lot of people growing up, or even not even growing up, just day to day, like the singles, no kids, they probably just got in a relationship or whatever. They're in their mind, they're like, and this is really talking about the females. I mean, males may have the same sort of thought process, but it's like, I want to have kids. I want to eventually be a father or be a mother, and I want to raise them, and all me. I didn't hear anything about what the other person thought, what their role is, and how you play a big factor into. I was talking to one of my boys, and I was telling them, like, look, like, you want to be a father, but are you ready do you want to be a husband? Because being a husband and being a father, even though they can be the same role, they're still two different things. And the thing is, it's like, you gotta actually, you're probably thinking, some people are thinking, oh, I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, being a husband, being a father is a lot harder than being a husband, or being, this actually works a little bit better with women. Oh, being a mother is a lot harder than being a wife. Well, yeah, in today's society, in this generation, it's actually the opposite, okay? Many women choose to be single mothers. And the thing is, they what's the word? It's like premeditated, right? They know they're gonna become single mothers before they even have the child, before they even have sex. They know in their mind, I don't need him. Like, I'll figure it out. And that's the trap. A lot of women encourage that. We don't need no man. We don't need, you know what I mean? It's just, that's what it is. And then when they're struggling, I can't pay my bills. I can't. Why does nobody help me? Well, have you thought about your decisions? Well, I was young. I didn't know better. Eh. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't want to be a skipping tape. I don't want to be that guy to just regurgitate everything you already hear off the internet. But that's the actual fact. It's just the decisions that you make, actions have consequences. And a lot of women aren't ready to accept that reality. And they're going to stay delusional for the rest of their lives. And it's up to us men to accept that fact and act accordingly, right? So, for me in my situation, let's go back to me. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, well, I already told you guys, well, not them, but I told you guys what my standards were for finding a partner suitable for long-term relationship, possible marriage, possible kids. And I mean, if it's not that, then it's not really urgent for me to go through that process, right? I know I don't control everything. You know, God knows everything. God knows He has a divine plan for everyone, and He has a unique plan for us all. So, you know, that's why I said when it's time or if it happens. Um, so yeah, uh, that's really it. That's all I wanted to say to tell you guys. It's like, think about your wife. Put your wife first. I'm talking to the males. You want to have kids? Are you ready to commit to your wife, the one that's going to have your kid, right? Give birth to your kid. Unless I'm not talking about the ones that are going to go do the donation and the no, that's I'm literally talking about the natural births, right? Nothing like what do you call it? Planned Parenthood or not Planned Parenthood. What's that? What's that? Where they extract the genes. Oh, sex selection. Nothing like that, right? Like, of course, you can talk about that stuff with your wife, your partner, but it's like you got to think, can I be with this woman forever, like for the rest of my time without the kids, right? Because one thing I'm gonna leave off on this. One thing everyone should avoid doing is using someone as a means to an end, right? So if you want kids, don't try to use someone, manipulate them. And once you get your kids, then it's like, oh, I got what I wanted, because that's where the karma comes in. That's where all of that bad energy, all of that comes straight back towards you. And you don't want that, right? So you got to think about all the implications of raising a child, having a kid, and then make that consideration, is it worth it, right? So, yeah. And that goes for the women. Make sure you go ahead and can I be a housemaid? Can I be, can I have sex with my man every time he requests it? You got to ask yourself all these hard questions because once it happens, then you're there. There's no going back. The child has been born. All right, guys. Y'all keep it easy. Peace.